What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the super exciting Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Kylian Mbappe, the superstar who scored a hat-trick in the Nou Camp against Barcelona, because L'Equipe is reporting that Kylian Mbappe is only interested in signing for either Liverpool or Real Madrid in the summer. And in this video I will give you guys the full story of how Kylian Mbappe went on to the Liverpool owner, FSG president John W. Henry's private jet, and how he was very impressed with the package that the Liverpool owners presented to Mbappe. So I will give you guys the full story. L'Equipe has a detailed report on this, and if you are excited about this transfer news, leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news videos. So Kylian Mbappe is almost 100% leaving Paris Saint-Germain in the summer, because his contract is up in 2022, so just 1 year from now, and Paris Saint-Germain absolutely have to sell him. And the French outlet L'Equipe report that while a move to Real Madrid is Mbappe's childhood dream, Liverpool owner John W. Henry left a favorable impression on the Frenchman and his family after they took his private jet to fly them around the bay in Nice back in 2017. The report details that Henry and Mbappe and his family had a chat for around 2 hours, and that Henry left a great impression on Kylian Mbappe and his family. However, PSG's Qatari owners are keen for Mbappe to stay in the French capital until at least the World Cup, which takes place from November-December 2022 in Qatar. For that to happen, a contract extension will have to be agreed between PSG and Mbappe, with no decision yet to be taken by the player about his long-term future. But it looks more and more likely that Mbappe will leave Paris Saint-Germain at the end of the season. Le Parisien have reported that Mbappe is leaning towards a new challenge, but PSG would want a fee of at least 200 million euros, that's 170 million pounds, with Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man City and Juventus the only 4 clubs who can afford him. Although this claim is hard to justify given the financial impact of the pandemic, particularly on Real Madrid. And I mean, even Barcelona already pulled out of the race because Barcelona just don't have any money to spend, and I don't think anybody would be able to pay 200 million euros for Mbappe right now, not even Manchester City. And I don't think PSG would sell to Man City because Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, they are very, very big rivals in the region. And Mbappe stole the show at the Nou Camp, scoring a magnificent, breathtaking hat-trick, and I think he's the next big future superstar alongside Erling Haaland, but I don't think that is any surprise to you guys. Money is obviously a very big part of all transfers, so how much will a PSG charge? Who can pay for the transfer fee and his future salary? Mbappe's salary exceed 30 million euros gross annually, so that is before taxes. According to our information, according to L'Equipe, Paris Saint-Germain don't want to sell for any less than 200 million euros. In 2017, Philippe Coutinho, who was 25 years old at the time, was recruited by Barcelona for 145 million euros paid to Liverpool. Probably the pandemic will reduce the transfer fees considerably, but I don't think they would accept anything less than 150 million. So how does Liverpool come up with that money, you might ask? Well, we might sell one of Firmino, Mane or Salah. I think if there is a serious chance to sell Mbappe, then to buy Mbappe, then we could sell Firmino or even Mane. I don't think we should sell Salah. He's the one player that I, under any circumstances, don't want Liverpool to leave. But can you imagine a Mane, Salah, Mbappe front line? And maybe Firmino could fetch around 40, 50, 60 million pounds. But you don't only buy Mbappe, you buy the brand, and you buy possibly the future best player in the world, the future #1 player in the world, because after Messi and Ronaldo retires, I think it will be either Mbappe or Erling Haaland who will be the undisputed #1 in the world, and that will mean so much commercial possibilities that could offset the transfer fee. And also the Nike deal could help. Mbappe is a Nike ambassador, and Liverpool are now with Nike as a partnership, so they could offset some of the some of the costs, some of the transfer fee as well. And also there is the case of Messi. Paris Saint-Germain are trying to sign Messi when his contract expires in the summer. So there is a possibility that Mbappe leaves and Messi comes in, and PSG, I think, would be okay with that actually. So I think there is a real chance that Liverpool saved a lot of money in the past 2 seasons for the possibility to go big in the transfer window and to either sign Mbappe or Haaland in the summer transfer window. I still have hope that that is the plan from the Liverpool owners. And I also want to share what Jamie Carragher said about this talk of Liverpool going for Mbappe. He said, "I'm not joking, it was based on the fact that Liverpool thought they had a decent chance of getting Mbappe when he was at Monaco. I know Jurgen Klopp had spoken to him then, and I'm sure other clubs had at that time. When Liverpool were in the Champions League final and won the Champions League a couple of years ago, I think anyone watching Liverpool there with Jurgen Klopp and the support of Anfield, if you are ever going to go to a club in England before you go to Real Madrid, I think he will guaranteed play for Real Madrid at some stage in his career, but I would always feel that maybe Liverpool is that perfect destination for a player like that before you make that next step. It would be Liverpool or Manchester City because they are the 2 top teams you would see in the Premier League, but there is no doubt on social media he has put a couple of things out when Liverpool have been playing at home in the Champions League, and it's got us all a little bit excited because of course Mbappe likes Liverpool. It's a pretty evident fact that he likes Liverpool and Real Madrid the most, and actually Real Madrid have serious financial problems because of the pandemic, maybe even bigger problems than Liverpool, and there is a possibility that Mbappe could sign for Liverpool, stay for Liverpool for 3 or 4 years, and then when Real Madrid recover their finances, they could sign Mbappe for a similar transfer fee. So yes, a 100 million transfer fee would be outrageous, but you could recoup that and get that back in 3 or 4 seasons. So I think that is not like a mission impossible to get Mbappe. And also Mbappe said this season Liverpool have been a machine in the Premier League in the last few years, he said back in May 2020. So of course not this season when Liverpool are a little bit struggling. He said Liverpool have made winning look easy, but the truth is that it is never easy. Performances like they have been having don't just happen. To be as ruthless as they have been would come from lots of hard work in training and from having a very good manager. And Jurgen Klopp also said, I cannot answer those kind of questions without creating headlines the next day. I know that's what I don't want to do. I love these kind of exceptional players like Mbappe, like Erling Haaland, and there is a few more players out there. They are all exceptional players. The players they are now because of their own attitude, because of their skills and all that stuff, and I love watching them, but I have no problem that I never trained one of them. But he's a big fan of Mbappe, it's pretty evident, and Liverpool actually tried to sign Mbappe, evident by the fact that we gave Mbappe basically a tour on the Liverpool owner's private jet, and they chatted for 2 hours about the possibility of him coming to Liverpool. In the end he went to PSG because at the time PSG could pay this outrageous transfer fee. Liverpool's finances are much better and much bigger nowadays, so I think there is a real possibility, but one thing needs to happen. Liverpool need to finish in the Champions League places. We need to qualify for the top 4. I don't think Mbappe would come to Liverpool if we play Europa League football next season. And Rio Ferdinand, after the Barcelona-Paris Saint-Germain game, said that I just feel that Mbappe is the guy now that is going to take the throne, take the crown. He's standing alone at the moment. It's for everybody to catch up to him now. This guy is going to take over the throne from Messi and Ronaldo when they are done with it. He has given a statement. This is me now. I'm the man for this big stage. And of course, Mbappe was part of the PSG team who almost won the Champions League last season. They in the end got beat by Bayern Munich. But I think until Mbappe goes to the either Premier League or La Liga, he can't be considered the world's best player, because the French league is just not the competition that you need to be competing in to take your game to the next level. And Jamie Carragher slammed Divock Origi for not being good enough. He said that behind Firmino, if you look at Liverpool's those attacking options, they don't have a proper striker. Jota is not a striker, Mane or Salah is not an out-and-out striker. They have Divock Origi, Liverpool, but he's nowhere near good enough. That's what Jamie Carragher is saying, and he continued, he a lot of the time plays out wide because he can't play as a centre forward. So Liverpool need to sign a centre forward in the summer. That's the thing. And I would absolutely give, I don't know, I would give almost everything for either Mbappe or Erling Haaland come in at Liverpool. Erling Haaland obviously would be the cheaper option. If it were to come to Mbappe going to Real Madrid, I would be as happy with Erling Haaland as well. He looks like an absolute beast of a striker as well. He single-handedly won the game for Dortmund against Sevilla. So the good news is, before the Merseyside derby, is that Alisson is fit and ready to play, so that's great news. Naby Keita is also in training, so Liverpool manager Klopp said we have to see what we make of it, so Naby Keita could feature against Everton. Fabinho is still not in training, all the others, Jota and all the other injured players are not in training as well, so nothing new. They all get closer, Fabinho gets closer, Milner gets closer, Diogo Jota gets closer, but not close enough for the weekend, so they could play against Sheffield United or maybe in the other game. Naby could have been in the squad against Leipzig, Jurgen Klopp said, but it didn't make sense because he had only trained 2 days with the team by then. So we said stay at home, train 2 days of proper training sessions, but unfortunately Naby got ill a little bit but couldn't train these 2 days. Yesterday we reintegrated him again. I just don't know, we don't hold him back or whatever. Of course, after the injuries he had, we don't want to force him in or something like that, but it would be nice to have him. Is he able to play a few minutes on Saturday? I don't know. If he is not, if we speak about it, it's better to rather not play a few minutes than it is better to stay away from the team and just train properly. Being around on the bench are not the most intense things, and he needs to get used to the intensity again. No decision made yet, but he's not injured anymore, and now we have to figure out how fit he is to play how many minutes. But that is very, very encouraging that Naby Keita is actually very close to being fit for the Liverpool-Everton game. I can't wait for the Merseyside derby. I will preview that game early tomorrow, and also there will be a brand new Liverpool Career Mode episode coming later today. Jamie Carragher also said that Liverpool definitely need to bring in a goal scorer in. I don't know exactly what position for, whether that's a centre forward or a wide player. At the moment they are massively reliant on Salah and Mane. Nobody else looks like they are going to score because Jota is out injured. Liverpool have been missing Jota, but whether Jota would ever be first choice in a Liverpool team, I'm not sure yet. He made a great start when he came in. I think they need to add goals to the team, whether that's a midfield player who can score goals, because it looks like Wijnaldum is going to move on, or it's a case of doing something different through the middle. You look at Bobby Firmino and Liverpool's attacking players, and behind Firmino there is really not a striker. So Firmino plays that role, but we always talk about him being a false nine. He's not actually an out-and-out striker. I think Liverpool could do with bringing a striker in just to shake things up, and primarily someone who gets goals. I think there is too much pressure on those two players at the top of the pitch to score goals. If they don't score, Liverpool don't look like scoring. I fully agree with Jamie Carragher. That's a very, very good assessment of Liverpool's situation. Liverpool need a goal scorer in the summer. Let's hope we bring in either Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe. That would be just perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.